Hey guys, welcome back to Minecraft Programming with Python. So in today's video, we're going to be changing the blocks under you. Have you ever wanted to set a trap for someone in Minecraft? Imagine the ground beneath them suddenly changes into lava when they least expect it. You can use Python to make your wish come true. Using the subtraction operation, you can place blocks below the player's current position. It only takes a few lines of code to do this. In this video, you'll change the block underneath the player using the two functions known as getTilePos and setBlock. This is a very dangerous mission, so be careful when you're testing it. So if you just want to scare them for a bit and not kill them, then you're going to have that teleport code ready to run so they can quickly teleport to somewhere else, so they don't lose their stuff and they don't get angry at you, obviously. So you have to be very careful with this. So in order to start off, you need to have code starting off like this. These two lines should be familiar to you, but these kinds of code should be a little bit different. Basically, this is scanning the position in Minecraft that you're standing on, and it will have the three coordinates, which will be X, and they'll have the position X, Y have the position Y, and Z having the position Z. And the block type is essentially, as I told you in the previous video, is the block that you're choosing. In each video I will be changing the different types of blocks I'm using, so every video you will have a block added on to your collection, so by the end of the series you'll have a whole collection of blocks that you can use to have fun with your programming once we've all advanced when we're near the end of the series. So if you run this in Minecraft, this should change the blocks underneath the player. So let me open up Minecraft and I'll cut ahead in the video, so we're back with our world and we are just about to run the program. So as you can see, I've got Minecraft and Python side by side, so you can tell the difference. So what I will do is now, in the position that I am in, the block underneath me will now change to a lava block, and it's not very helpful that it's raining, but we're going to have to get through that, never mind. So if you're going to run this now, this should change the block underneath us. So let's run it. We need to save it, obviously, yes. So now, as you can see, all of a sudden I've started burning. It's like sudden sounds came to come up, and I am burning in the lava right now. Let me swim up. There we go. So as you can see, there was no lava where I was standing, and when I ran the program, that produced a lava block, one block beneath me, which was essentially my legs, and it produced that lava block, and now it's spreading all over the place, and I can't get out of it. Let me swim out. There we go. So the reason why it's spreading all over the place is because lava does that in Minecraft, if you do not know. But that is the program run. So I've essentially just randomly changed my block underneath me. It used to be dirt, but now it's lava. When you're using a function such as setBlock or setTilePos, you give the function arguments, which specify the values that you want the function to use when it runs. So you've been introduced to addition, subtraction operators, so you can use these operators inside the function's brackets to set the value some arguments. So for example, in these brackets, you can add some numbers so they can be set arguments, and that will run the program according to what the numbers are. So for example, let's add a brand new coordinates that we will generate. So this now will not generate a block that we're standing on. Instead, we are going to give it specific positions that we want the block to spawn in Minecraft. So in order to do this, we need to get rid of this, because essentially that scans what block you're standing on in Minecraft, so you get rid of that line. And now to this, we add some random numbers in. I'll add that in soon. And let's change this up a bit. Let's not put lava, let's put something a bit more safer, such as a melon block. So now if we go and run this should change it up a bit. But using addition operators would also be quite interesting. So let's go and use that. So just copy and paste this, or you can just write it out if you want. There we go. And now Y determines how high or low a block is. So what we can do is, for example, let's put add 1, or let's make it a bit more better. Let's put add 4. And that will essentially put the block 4 blocks above where you're standing, or below you. So the coordinates that it originally was at, it will put the block 4 plus those coordinates above. So since I put Y plus 4, it only changes the Y value. So if you go and change these values now, let's just have a quick look on where we are in Minecraft and which position we're on. F3, we are on minus 45, 80 and 1, or let's just make it 2. So let's make that to minus 45, let's make that to 80, and let's make that 2. There we go. So now if we go and run this should change the program. So let's go and run this. Sorry, not check module, my bad. Let's go and run the program. There we go, run, save it essentially. And now if we go back into Minecraft, as you can see, the block would have originally spawned there. But this time it spawned here, because this is the equivalent of where the block should spawn, right here. The block that I'm standing right next to. So let's go and change that again. I'll show you another example. Let's go and put 10 maybe. So this should teleport the block 10 blocks above. There we go. So if we look up now, there we go. Oh, so, wow. I've seemed to have spawned it here and here and here. So essentially, because I put these two lines there, this one spawned it at the bottom where it's essentially meant to spawn, which is this one. This one is the first line of code where it says MC set block. And then the second one is spawning it up here. But since I put y plus 10, that spawned it all the way up here. So as you can see, you can just build towers with these just by changing it up a small part of the line, such as y plus 10, changing that to y plus 50 if you want. So that dramatically changes everything. Instead of using numbers to add on to variables, you can add variables to variables. So for example, if we added another variable that we created, let's go and create another variable called, I don't know, maybe up equals 7. So now if you go and change this line to y plus up, which is adding that variable, the up variable, to the y variable. So if you're going to run the program now, let's run the module. Okay, it has to be saved. So now if you look back at it now, originally to where we were, as you can see, the original block is here once more. But now what it's done is actually spawned it 7 blocks higher than it was meant to be. So now it's spawned it here. So if you can't quite tell the difference, let me put another coordinate, I don't know, maybe 49. And now if you run that, let's save it, and if we run it, if we look to the side, it spawned it to the same level here, and it spawned it one at the bottom, one at the top, to show you the difference. So as you can see, adding two variables can change it as well. It doesn't have to be numbers. I mean, you can create a brand new variable that has a value assigned to it, maybe 1,000. And then you can fly all the way up into the sky to have a look if it's there, or you can just put it as low as you want, as deep as you want, and then dig all the way down. So that was it for today's video, change the block under you. So I'll add blocks for each video. By the end of the series you have a collection of blocks, and you can teleport the player, sorry, my bad, you can change the block of the player that the player is standing on to anything you like once the series is over, or you can change it to wherever you want. So you don't have to change the block that the player is standing on, you can change the block that's completely opposite to the player, or you can even change the block in the air or add a block in the air if you want. So you can all do all those amazing things, and in future videos we'll learn how to do more advanced things. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed.